All right, guys, welcome everybody here to night one of the action movie draft. First up, if you're new to Movies Matrix channel, make sure you like and subscribe. Please be sure to comment as well, react with us to all of our picks tonight. This is live, so most importantly, if someone takes a film and you think it may or may not count as action, make sure you voice your opinion in the comment section below. We want to make this as interactive as possible. Next, thank you to everyone here who participated and voted during our horror movie draft a couple weeks ago. Before we get started, though, I want everyone here to kind of give a round of applause to our champion, Larry, who is here today. Larry beat me and Ryan, my man Bat Nipples, by a combined 3 percentage points in the Final Four in the championship round. I'm coming for you, Larry. Everyone say hey, congrats.
Well deserved.
Horror, I am definitely more comfortable with action, though. So this will be quite the different story for me. I'm sure.
I love it. All right. So here we go. Here tonight, 9 teams will be selecting the greatest action movies of all time. Tonight is part 1, night 1. The second night is Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time over at Movies Matrix channel. My man, Bat Nipples Ryan, will be hosting that one. So 8 p.m. Eastern Time tomorrow night. Make sure you watch that one. This is a snake draft. So the last pick in the first round will have the first pick in the second round. We'll do introductions during each pick in the first round. But after that, we're going to try and keep this kind of condensed and short. 1 to 2 minutes per pick. Let's keep it kind of flowing. Unless we get comments, then I will tell you to shut the F up. And we want to hear from the people commenting and watching. So with that said, the number 1 pick of the action movie draft goes to my man, Sean. You know him on Twitter at RightOnGeek. The action movie draft is officially open, dude. The floor is yours.
All right. So thinking about action movies, you got to think of not only the explosion porn, you have to think of all the great stars in it. You got to think of the stuff that gets your heart pumping, your blood boiling. But if it's the number 1 pick, it's got to be genre defining. It has to be something that changed the game for movies. When I think of this number 1 pick, I think of the director. I think of the lead actor. I think of the technology in this film, all of which just went to that next level. So with the number 1 pick, I'm going with T2, Judgment Day.
Terminator 2 is off the board.
Yep.
Nice pick. Nice
Thank
pick.
you.
All right. And now we're rolling. Gabe, you're up.
Yeah. Kind of like for the same reasons Sean picked T2, I'm picking the movie that I thought he would pick, which is Matrix. It's kind of in many of the same ways as T2. I think the Matrix defined action for 10 years. Yeah. Every movie tried to do some version of bullet time, some version of somebody wearing leather, or black clothes. And that was like a really big trend for many, many years. Many did it well, but nobody did it as well as The Matrix. They combine action with sci-fi, with anime. It was just, it's truly a fantastic movie that stands the test of time. So that's my first pick.
The Matrix is off the board. Let's roll on to Jason. You're up, dude.
Before I start, I want to make an announcement. This is not a beard style. Apparently, I'm turning gray under here. Go for this. I'm just noticing it on the camera. This is
welcome.
This is not like a pork chop thing. So I'm starting to develop a mindset for this, getting into the game. But I'm going to go with one of my favorites from one of my favorite must-see directors. I'm going to go with Kill Bill Volume 2.
Okay.
Absolutely love the ride, love the dialogue, love the homage to many other films. and I love the outfits. So that may be a theme tonight.
All right, Kill Bill Volume 2 is off the board, and JR, you're up, man.
Hello, I'm JR. I am totally not an alcoholic, and I've been looking up the column since we turned on the cameras, and I'm like, please tell me no one else is going to pick this movie, and thankfully, nobody has. So, unlike the horror movie one, no one gets to take the ones that I really, really want. I'm gonna go with Spider-Man 2 because it's my favorite superhero movie of all time.
Spider-Man 2
And that is all I have to say.
All right.
I have spoken.
All right. Spider-Man 2 is off the board. Maybe this could be a run of comic book movies. We'll see. Austin, you're up.
I am Austin. Chris knows me. I am Chris and Jason, I guess. I am an NBA reporter for our website, The Painted Lines. My pick is a classic movie in my eyes, Bad Boys 2. It's an all-time favorite. I can watch that. I can't watch movies over and over again like I used to anymore, but I can watch that like 6 times a week.
So good.
Bad Boys 2. Here we go. Okay.
Original sucked. Third was okay, but the second was dead on.
Oh, man. All right. We'll see about that.
3 sequels in a row. Wow.
Wait, you didn't like the third? Well, maybe.
All right, Larry, you're up.
Okay, I'm going to go, I think, with the most recent pick so far on the board in a long-running action franchise, but possibly, arguably, the best one in the franchise to date. I don't know, but I'm going to pick Mission Impossible Fallout.
Okay.
Good.
Okay.
That was good.
Christopher McQuarrie gang.
Woo!
Mission Impossible Fallout is off the board, which means Ryan, you're up.
Oh gosh, I'm up. There's decisions I have to make now. Okay. I think I'm going to pass on this one movie that I know Dibler is really itching for. I'm going to pass on it. I believe I'm going to go with. I'm going to go with Endgame.
All right.
Go there. You know, I think it's something where, like, you talk about the ending of possibly the best, you know, not even trilogy, the series that you created, and you have all the stars there, and you have all the movies combined, and I just, I really, really enjoyed the ending. So, Endgame.
Russo Brothers supremacy.
What's that?
All right. Let's go to some comments here. My man AJ, The Matrix is godsend to any cinephile, 100%. We watched that like a week ago, and it was just the entire thought process in my head was like, that was the greatest movie. I'm happy it went in the top 2. Bad Boys 2, the original does not suck. That is definitely on the big board.
Agreed.
Technically, Kill Bill 2 Volume 2 isn't a true sequel. Thanks for joining, Loretto.
Thank you, because I don't like picking sequels, so that makes me feel good.
AJ says Rogue Nation is better, but much respect.
I think you could argue any of these last 3, Ghost Protocol, Rogue Nation, Fallout, they're all pretty great.
Perfect.
A great run for the series.
They're terrific.
Yeah.
All right,
Ghost Protocol for the win.
Yeah, good. They're all great. Which means I am up, and I'm just so pleased that this movie is on the board. To me, this is like movie magic. It's a movie that makes you fall in love with cinema. It's on my like top 10 movies in a very short list of movies that I just watched over and over again. It has a soundtrack that I listen to over and over and over again. I'm going with Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring. It's a movie that speaks to me, to my heart and soul. I wish I could live in the Shire, period. Which means Nicole, Mrs. Crockpot, what are you doing here?
Hello.
You're up.
Yo, what's up, everybody? So for my first pick today, it's going to be Braveheart.
Oh,
Great pick. Outstanding pick.
Nice.
I wanted that.
Never seen it in entirety.
What?
Oh.
Me neither.
What?
I suspected
James
I would
Horner
get that
story is
reaction.
amazing, bro.
Wait, does that mean you've never seen
Never
the
seen-
ending? Like the
I've never seen all of Braveheart.
Oh my God, man.
So if I shouted freedom, you wouldn't know what I meant. That's
All right, Nicole, you're up again.
All right, so for the second round, I am going to pick. Dun, dun, dun. Right, so some people might say that this isn't as good, but I think that it is, and I think that I'm going to pick 1917.
All right. 1917 is off the board. And that means we are rolling into the second round, and I've got another pick. All right. Where to go here? I mean, I gotta go with a movie I think will get a ton of votes, and it's a movie that started probably the best action franchise today. Keanu, John Wick, baby.
Yeah.
Which
Never seen
means-
John Wick either.
Oh, God.
Bruh,
What are we doing here? What are we doing here?
what are you doing here? You've never seen John Wick.
All right, Ryan, you're up.
Never seen John Wick.
Well, I have 3 here. I'm really deciding between 2. I think I'm going to eliminate one because I don't want to go another comic action-based movie. But I'm going to go with a classic that I believe was highly regarded as one of the top action movies of all time, and that is Bloodsport with Jean-Claude Van Damme. How can you go wrong with that? Kung Fu, everything under the sun. So.
Bloodsport is off the board. Terrific. All right. Great job, guys. We're rolling really nicely here. Larry, you're up.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and dip into the comic book arena with my second pick. And I'm going to go with The Dark Knight.
I knew it.
For
Yes.
pick number 2.
I knew it.
Christopher Nolan supremacy.
Yep. How can you go wrong with The Dark Knight? Like,
Yeah, right.
we'll talk about that during the post-game show, though, for sure.
Larry's gonna win this second draft just because he picked the Dark Knight.
Maybe. We'll see. We'll see how people vote for this one.
The action itself does get some criticism from The Dark Knight, though. So,
well, I lost the final when I picked the.
But that
Dark
Batpod sequence though, with the truck,
I think it's
that
great,
one-
but it gets some criticism.
Yep.
I
All right,
have
let's
seen
go
The
on
Dark
off.
Knight. I have seen that one. So
Good.
AJ says The Dark Knight is not allowed. That is my pick. And then AJ says John Wick is the perfect action movie. I agree. Which means we are rolling on to Austin. You're up, man.
let's see. This is also going to be a pretty easy one. A classic one, Dirty Harry.
Okay.
Ooh.
You must feel lucky.
Wow.
I've never felt lucky, but I repeated that quote for about a week straight, and any chance I could when I first saw that movie the first time. And then I've watched like all 4 over Christmas break when I was in college, so I was feeling myself a little bit.
All right. Dirty Harry's off the board. And JR, you're up, man.
I was hoping no one would pick it because it's my favorite Steven Spielberg movie. I'm picking Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade.
Nice. Well done, sir. Well
Yeah,
done.
I was really hoping no one would take it. Like, please don't say Last Crusade. Please don't say Last Crusade. Okay, she said Braveheart. She said Braveheart, so I could take Indiana Jones.
All right, Jason, you're up.
Okay, I'm gonna go with a movie that's grown on me over time. First time I saw it in the theater, wasn't blown away, but I think it represents a really cool era, and that's The Fifth Element.
Yes.
Yeah, that was good.
Terrific film.
Love
Terrific
Fifth Element.
film. Which means Gabe, you're up.
gonna go with a movie that was my favorite movie growing up. You know, I was naive enough to think it was like really deep and emotional when I was like 13 years old. It's probably the movie that I've seen the most, and it's going to surprise you after that build-up. And it's The Rock.
The Rock.
It's the perfect, like, if you're going to talk action movie, one of the first things that are going to come to your brain is The Rock, because it's like the definition. It has a car chase that doesn't really work for the plot at all, but it's awesome, so you're fine with it. It has Nicolas Cage in it with like 90s action perfectly. It has Sean Connery, rest in peace.
Rip Sean Connery, rip.
Yeah. I mean, he's playing. If you look at it in some ways, he could be like this could be like an epilogue for a James Bond story, right? He's a British agent, right? So The Rock, amazing. I'm so happy nobody picked it.
Well done. All right, Sean, back-to-back picks, man.
Yeah. Okay. So I know that a lot of people, they vote based on what have you done for me lately, as I found out with the horror draft. But I gotta go with the classics. I gotta go with realistic, a lot of explosion porn again, action, kick ass, and oh, by the way, it is a Christmas movie. Gotta go with Die Hard.
Die Hard made it to the second round.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, seriously.
For real.
And then for my third pick, crap. There's two that I wanted that I didn't know was going to be available. Spider-Man 2 was taken, and to me, this is one of the top 3 best ever CPMs ever. Captain America: Winter Soldier.
No, man.
Are dope.
All right, man. Well done. Oof, man. Your top 3. I'm calling it right now. Is legit. Gabe, you're up.
Okay, so I'm picking a movie, probably the first odd pick of the night, but it's a movie that influenced action for this decade in the way that The Matrix influenced back then, and T2 and Die Hard, influenced a lot of action movies in their day. And you probably haven't seen it, but if you haven't, I would really encourage you to see it, because it really influenced what you see right now, especially John Wick. And it's The Raid 2.
No. Oh,
that movie is the perfect action movie. It's fantastic, like 2.5 hours long, and 2 hours of that are just people punching each other.
The final 30 minutes is amazing.
Amazing.
It's a superb movie.
Yeah. So if you haven't seen it, please write it down, go see it, because it's
that was good.
Geekly Goods is joining. What up, Geekly Goods? Says Die Hard is a classic. Loretto says Sean is coming out swinging. And then AJ says, living my relaxing life until I start these 12-hour shifts. So, all right. And we have AJ said, The Raid is action porn.
It is.
There it is. So let's go on to Jason.
Okay, I think I have to go with some diversity. I guess Star Wars Return of the Jedi. It's just a classic. I'm going to go with it. I mean, it's got some of the best sort of ultimate scenes and some of the coolest action fight scenes. So, Return of the Jedi.
I'm totally not upset that you picked the only Star Wars movie in column A. Not upset at all.
All right, Return of the Jedi is off the board, and we are rolling to JR.
Oh, me? Okay, cool. I forgot to tell Sean yesterday that I was working on an article about J.J. Abrams. So I'm picking Star Trek 2009. The best Star Trek movie ever, and the second best blockbuster of the 2000s. Calling it.
All right. Star Trek is off the board. Great job, guys. This is the flow of this is fantastic. You guys are prepared. Austin, you're up.
So this sort of borders on the sort of the fence or the spectrum of action and horror. For me, it's a great action movie. I'm gonna go with Jaws.
Jaws. Okay. All right.
Love it. More adventure movie, but
Action.
my favorite.
It's also a horror. It's a horror movie.
Insanely
Right there,
rewatchable.
right there. The poster is on the wall. So I have to go with Jaws.
Anyone want to fight Jaws? This will be our first. Anybody?
It's an.
I'm good.
I
It's
dare
an
someone to try to fight Jaws. American
Me,
Pie.
yeah, action. It is not action. Yep. It's
It's,
an adventure.
it's pretty
film with
slow for an
Adventure
action
movie.
movie.
It's a horror movie.
All right, here we go. Here we go. Sorry, but awesome.
I like it.
Nicole, all right, you have to unmute. Is Jaws an action movie or not an action movie?
Mrs. Crockpot, think deeply about this one.
So
Yes or no?
no, because I think it's more adventure.
All right, Sean.
And Pat says it's a thriller, so I got to go with no.
Ryan.
I mean, we talked earlier about
Yeah,
is a thriller going to be considered action? You know, and
Right.
if it's more of a thriller, I'm only going to say no because we had it in the horror draft. So
All right, one more no means, well, Gabe says no. So sorry, man. Austin, you have to pick another movie.
Yeah.
I want to put this all under protest. I want to recount.
Thank you, everybody.
You could pick
Take
Jaws 4 if you
Pennsylvania,
want.
Holmes.
That was more action.
Too soon. Too soon.
Let me see here. Good Die Hard 2.
Die Hard 2. Okay. Die Hard 2 is
Underrated.
important. Die Hard 2 is great.
Yes.
Larry, you're up.
Better than Die Hard 1.
Whoa.
So I need to get something a little bit older on my list. So I'm going to go back to the 80s because everyone has a huge nostalgia for 80s period, but particularly for 80s films. They are fan favorites for everything, particularly, I would argue, for the action genre. And I am going to go with First Blood as my next pick.
First Blood. I think that's the first Sylvester Stallone movie, right?
Oh yeah, I was gonna say
Oh.
that's our first Stallone
Taken.
movie.
Yeah.
Never mind.
All right. Nicely done. Let's go to Ryan.
The 80s.
you know, I'm very excited to be able to potentially take this from Diver because I thought he was going to go in this in the first and second round. So I have to go with Jurassic Park.
No!
Oh,
Not action.
Can't go wrong with Spielberg. You can't go wrong with what they did there, and it's going to forever be a classic and something that we always watch over and over again. So gotta go.
That
I
hurt.
would like to appeal that is not action.
Get out of here! I am going to challenge you on that.
Uh-oh.
That is 100% an action movie.
Look at
Yeah,
Jurassic the greatest action.
How's that not an
Look it
action
up,
movie?
Google it.
We
It's
gotta
there.
if Jurassic Park counts, Jaws should too.
That's a good point.
No, I completely disagree.
I'd say let the voters decide, but
Let's vote for it.
to
Here we
me,
go. Larry, lead us off.
Oh gosh, why me? This action was so tough. I was actually talking to Leo Geekly Goods about a few of these, and I was like, "Oh, I don't know if I consider this action or not." I'm gonna vote no on Jurassic Park.
No
I'm
to
sorry.
Jurassic Park. JR, yes or no?
Yes.
This is unbelievable.
Jason, yes or no?
yes. But I was also a yes on Jaws.
All right.
Jason is exempt. The rest of you, I put to shame. This is
Sean, we have one no. Sean, you're up.
The scene where the rear view mirror and it's like things are closer than they appear, it's definitely action.
It's 2 minutes long.
By the way, go to IMDb and AMPAS. It says action. So just saying.
How about trying to get the power back on in the? Oh my god!
It's action.
Top action. It's there.
There's a rule of thumb. If John Williams does a chase cue, it's an action movie.
That's a brilliant point.
So E.T. is action then?
I love it. All right, Gabe, you're saying no? Nicole, Mrs. Crackpot.
So I said no to Jaws, so I feel like I have to say no to Jurassic Park. Because
All right.
they're like the same type, so I'm gonna say no.
All right, one more no means I think we have to pick another movie. So Austin, you're the breaker here.
for Jurassic Park.
So Jurassic Park, action or not?
Absolutely not.
Wow!
Oh,
Ridiculous.
Tough scene.
I knew it. I knew he had that resentment from Jaws. It was over.
This is a vendetta. Okay, I'm taking lives over here.
Yeah, for real. All right, Jurassic Park is out, which means Ryan, you need to pick another movie.
All right, well, I gotta go with my favorite James Bond movie, Casino Royale.
Casino Royale is off the board.
Great.
I was actually going with that next. For real.
So you must be really mad that Jurassic Park was taken off the board.
I wanted Jurassic Park. I would 100% take
It is in the
Jurassic Park.
top. Every single top action film or list has Jurassic Park.
How do you
have voted no, Dives, just so he can't have it? Like, if you can't have it, he can't have it?
All right. So
wait. How is there even a discussion? It's the same category movie as Jaws.
Same director, even.
All right. Let's roll on. I'm gonna pick is my choice here. Actually, let's see what the comments say. I don't think Jurassic Park is action, says Geekly Goods. Loretto says I don't consider Jurassic Park action. So yeah, and Geekly Goods says Casino Royale, great pick. So AJ, second best James Bond movie. No, I take it back. I will say that is the best Bond movie. I'm going to go with a movie that I think, when I think of action, I think of this film. It is one of Arnold Schwarzenegger's best movies. I'm going with Predator. It is just Brass Knuckles action movie, which means, Nicole, you have back-to-back picks.
All right. So for my first pick, I'm going to go Dunkirk.
Dunkirk.
Dropping the war movies.
Right. Yep.
She's getting the Oscar. She's getting the Oscar darlings in.
All right. What's your second pick, Mrs. Crockpot?
All right. So staying with my theme here, I'm going to go Flags of Our Fathers.
All right.
Wow.
Flags of Our Fathers. All right, is off the board, which means it is my pick. I'm going to go with a movie that I just feel like action-wise, it's an action adventure. It's a movie that set up one of the top actors right now. It's super, super fun, instantly quotable, has one of the most memorable scenes of all time. I'm going with Independence Day.
Yeah.
Bill Pullman, right?
Can't argue with that.
All right, Ryan, you're up.
Good. All right, well, I'm going to pick a movie, and this is definitely an action movie, and I will battle anyone if it isn't. I have to go with a Dr. Richard Kimball, who was played by Harrison Ford, and Tommy Lee Jones, and The Fugitive. Classic. Going with it.
That's excellent.
Love it. Fugitive is off the board. You're up, Larry.
So the sequel was selected earlier, but I'm going to go ahead and go with the original and go with The Raid as my fourth round pick. I think it's pretty much right up there with that sequel in regards to actual action. So, yeah.
It's excellent.
Love it. All right, The Raid is off the board. Austin, you're up, man.
Easy money for me. I am going to go with Eraser.
Ooh,
wow. Eraser.
Nice.
I love Eraser. It's a great movie.
Wow.
James Caan, little Michelle Williams.
Okay, JR, you're up.
I know this movie is probably going to cost me votes because it's sort of an unpopular opinion to say that it's amazing.
Oh.
But no one's picked it. I love it. It's my second favorite film of the franchise. The first one is in column B, so I can't pick it. So I'm picking Pirates of the Caribbean at World's End.
World's
Such
End
a damn good movie. I will defend it until the grave. That's all I'll say.
I didn't love it.
I'm
Most
kind
people
of
did.
with you.
Jason, you're up.
Okay, so this movie won me. I credit this movie with putting me over the top in the sports movie category, but there was some argument whether it was really a sports movie, and that is Enter the Dragon.
Nice.
Ooh.
I'm surprised
Let's
it
get
fell.
votes.
I'm surprised it fell.
And I was hoping it would fall. Call back to my first round pick, Kill Bill, same outfit. So going with the outfit.
Damn.
All right. Enter the Dragon is off the board, and we rolled a Gabe.
Okay, well, it's a movie that I hadn't seen until pretty recently, and I think it's probably Stallone's best movie, or my favorite Stallone movie that doesn't have the word Rocky or Rambo in the title, or First Blood, I guess.
Over the top.
And it's Demolition Man. It's so good. It's so good. It's like a great satire that if you watch it now, you're going to be like, that's pretty, relevant for a movie that's 20 years old.
It holds up.
It's really funny. Wesley Snipes is in it. It goes like fully insane, like just too much fun. Sandra Bullock is in it, which is kind of funny. So yeah, that's what I'm going for.
All right. We have Geekly Good saying first and second Pirates were great. The rest,
I agree with that entirely.
Loretto is saying Sean is so mad. I think that was in relation to Jason's Enter the Dragon pick.
Yes.
And yeah, there. Loretto, Sean is the biggest Bruce Lee fan I know. Oh God. Ouch.
Hey, listen, we had a whole discussion. I'm a huge Bruce Lee fan.
Yeah, I remember that. You won that sports movie draft. Credit to you, man. All right, let's roll on to Sean, back to back.
Damn. I really wanted that. Okay. I have to go off the board for this one. It came up actually in a poll, one that I forgot. I could watch this every day, all day. It's just that good. There's so much action in it. The humor is in it. The just balls to the wall attitude is in it. True Lies.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a great one.
That's
James Cameron, right?
Great movie.
Yeah.
Jamie Lee Curtis.
Yeah.
All right. What's your next pick?
My next pick, I am shocked this dropped this far. It recreated it didn't recreate, it resurrected a spy genre when people thought 007 was getting stale. I got to go with The Bourne Identity.
Identity. Nice. Board Identity is off the board. And Gabe, you're up.
I'm gonna go with a weird pick again, and it's a fantastic action movie with a lot of political commentary too. Really, really funny. Sci-fi. Starship Troopers.
Yes.
I would say that movie is. I watched it. I had a chance to watch it in the theater on a double feature with RoboCop. Those two work so well together. They're just like, and I had to pick one between the two, so I picked. RoboCop is tomorrow, I think, so I didn't pick RoboCop. But yes, Starship Troopers all the way.
Well done, Gabe. That's one of my favorite movies. Paul Verhoeven, man, that guy is the man.
I was born the year Starship Troopers came out.
I don't know.
Does that make you feel old?
We have
oh yeah, I'm the youngest person today. Yay!
We have Loretto going, no. I'm guessing he thought it was going to be in tomorrow night's draft. Not even kidding. I was leading for Starship to be my first pick. We actually did a podcast on The Mandalorian and talked about Starship Troopers like a week ago. So that amazing show. That if we do a post game show, I'm gonna rave about that one. That is one of my cult classic guilty pleasure films. Let's go to Jason.
Jason.
Okay, I don't. This is not taken. First movie I ever went to I think I was 5 or 6. My dad took me to see Alien in the movie theater.
Wow.
Yeah. First movie ever. Not at all traumatic. But I'm gonna pick Alien. I think it set off a franchise, definitely different than the rest of the franchise and what it became, but pretty dramatic movie.
All right.
Wait, appeal, no, not action.
All right. We have an appeal. There we go. It is way more sci-fi than action. I'm gonna say no to this one. Austin.
Me?
Yeah, you're up, man. Yes or no, Alien?
I'll say yes.
Mrs. Crockpot. Okay.
I'll say
Sean.
no.
I tend to lean more horror sci-fi than action on this, so I got to go with no.
Ryan.
Oh, it's a stout movie.
Oh, it's amazing. Ryan.
I think it's hard not to say yes because it's in our movie selection list.
But
So I think I have to go yes.
Gabe says no. JR.
I've heard people describe the whole Alien franchise as horror, action, sci-fi, so I'll say yes.
And then Larry, I think this is the tiebreaker here.
Come on, Larry.
No pressure.
Oh gosh.
I have a backup, so don't worry about it. I have a backup.
This one is really on that fence. This is another one. I was like, Aliens, easy yes. Alien itself.
That's a no. I'll take it.
It's on the list.
Don't feel bad.
Austin, I'm gonna say yes because they put it on the
There
list.
it is.
Even though I said no to Jurassic Park, I'm sorry. I'm gonna say yes to Alien.
Yeah,
It's a
thanks,
little bit
Larry.
more for me. Sorry.
All right, Alien count. There it is. That was fun. All right.
Austin.
Who's up next? We've got.
Hold on. Can I just say something?
Yeah.
If Alien is an action movie, Jaws is an action movie.
Bingo.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Jurassic Park 2.
I mean, there's
There's the beauty of film, man. It's the beauty of film. So that's why we do this.
I would like a recount of this entire election, please.
I think it will come out like the recount going on nationwide.
All right, let's go on to JR. You're up, man.
Can I go off the board for this one?
You can do whatever you want, dude. As long as it's not in Group B.
Hell yeah. I'm sticking with my boy J.J. Abrams, and I'm going to pick Star Wars The Force Awakens.
The Force Awakens?
Yes.
Okay. Star Wars The
You
Force
can't get more action-packed Star Wars than The Force Awakens. At least I don't think so.
All right. Force Awakens is off the board, and Austin's up.
Easy one for me. Any of the movies in this series would work. How about Death Wish?
Death Wish. Interesting. That's a good one. Larry, you're up.
Charles Bronson's badass. It all works out.
Wait, so you said this draft has 6 rounds instead of 5?
6 rounds.
Okay. Okay, so then I am going to go ahead and return to the comic book genre with my personal favorite actual comic book series, and one of the more action-packed of the bunch, including the best, fight me, I don't care, the best opening of a comic book film ever, and I'm going to pick X2 X-Men United as my next pick.
Ooh, nice.
X-Men United is off the board. Ryan, you're up, man.
Decisions. Let's see here. Okay, I am going to go with. Hey, does everybody smell that? The smell of napalm in the morning. Does everybody smell the apocalypse now?
Nice.
This is an action film. I don't want to hear from anybody.
Anyone have? All right, we're all good with Apocalypse Now.
That's
honestly, I had tragically not seen it, but from what I've heard, it doesn't sound like an action movie. So I wouldn't feel. I'll just feel
war aficionado. What does she think?
I know.
Yes,
I'm
Miss
feeling
War
like
Team.
Mr. Crockpot's upset about this one.
It's okay.
All right. I'm going to go. All right. So I have 2 more picks left. Where are we at? What pick is this? 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 2 picks left. Do I pick something near and dear to my heart, or do I pick with my gut here?
Heart, always.
Heart. It is. So I'm going to go with the movie that started it all. It was the blowing up of the first Death Star. I'm going with Star Wars: A New Hope.
Oh, damn it! I knew I forgot.
Which means Nicole, you're up.
All right. So, I'm going to first pick The Last Samurai.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
That's a great movie.
Nice.
I didn't even think of it. So good.
It is so good. Great score. And what's your last pick?
All right. The last one. I'm going to go Black Hawk Down.
Damn it!
Oh.
I was putting my next pick. I love that movie.
That's a good one.
Jeff, roll it. You've really nailed that. Look at that.
Capturing the military, though.
She has the most Oscar nominees
The
of all of
overseas
us.
ballots.
I have to stick with my favorite action genre, which is war. So that's why I picked all.
Nice.
Well done. You nailed it.
Yeah.
All right. So again, I got to speak to my heart. Loretto, I'm putting you on here because you know where this is going. We have my last pick, and I'm going with possibly one of the best battle scenes in cinema history. I'm going the Battle of Helm's Deep. I'm going Lord of the Rings: The Two Towers.
Wow.
Yeah.
Greatest fantasy action scene ever.
And that means we have Ryan up.
The last pick, gosh, this could make or break it for a lot of, like we've shown in the horror draft. That last pick was sinister, Larry. Destroyed a lot of us.
Yeah.
I know.
Okay.
I need a action film that has car chasing, and it has crime, it has everything, including a great soundtrack. I have to go Baby Driver.
Nice.
Oh.
Baby Driver.
That's on the,
Are we good with Baby Driver?
yeah, Baby Driver's on list B.
All right, there we go.
Oh,
Oh, it's on list B.
Oh, nice.
It is?
Yes, I'm looking at it.
Shit. Is it really?
Right under Godzilla and above Armageddon.
Sorry,
Oh,
man.
I thought I was messing with him.
Right
All right.
now.
Where are you
Okay.
going to go, Ryan?
Well, do I still need cars? I got to think about that. I do. I need Bad Boys for Life.
No, that's on the other list as well.
there's another movie with Drive as the title on our list.
All right. Hold on. Let me see here. That's 2 for 2.
Fast and Furious if you really
Or
want
Fast and
cars.
Furious.
Pick cars.
Yeah,
Or
pick
Cars too.
Fast and Furious.
I'm not doing Fast and Furious. I already have that. So let's go with, hold on, let me double check the other list. Make sure it is not on there. I don't believe it
Today,
is.
Junior.
Sicario.
All right. That was good. Cario is off the board, and Larry is up.
Oh. Okay, so for my final pick, I am going to add a little bit of sci-fi and brutal action to my team from the 80s again, and I'm going to pick RoboCop.
Hold on a sec.
It's down there.
I think that's on B.
It's
though,
on A.
Larry.
It's on A.
It's on A? All right,
Oh,
great.
I could have picked that. Crap.
All right, RoboCop. Dead or alive, you're coming with me. You're up, Austin.
Well, that Hawk Down was going to be mine. Let's see. There's no chance that this is going to be considered. This is definitely going to be met with some uprise, but how about The Guardian?
The Guardian? Is that the movie with like Ashton Kutcher and Kevin Costner?
Yep. Actually, I changed that vote. Never mind. It's not the vote.
Not action at all.
He heard Ashton Kutcher. Wait. No. Back.
No. It's the same genre of movie, but it's a different movie. The Perfect Storm.
Oh,
not action.
No.
Oh, that feels like action to me.
Yeah.
One scene was action.
You're fighting Mother Nature.
Kind of drama.
Drama?
all right. Do a vote. Larry, you're up.
I'm sorry, I have to vote no on the Perfect
Ooh.
Storm.
This is just the mutiny. This is
Austin.
JR.
You're getting killed. Stick to
I'll do
sports.
yes, because if Twister made it, then the Perfect Storm.
Wait, what did you say, JR?
If Twister is on the list, then the Perfect Storm counts.
I agree. It's exactly the same.
All right, Jason, you're a yes.
I'm a yes.
Sean.
That's a valid argument. I'll say yes.
yes.
Yeah, well, that's good.
All right, Gabe. I think that's
I mean,
it.
the fact that it's on the list doesn't mean anything. Twister shouldn't be there either. Well, maybe Twister, yes, because there's a lot of chasing around and stuff. But the Perfect Storm is 2 hours of them
Twister at sea.
or dying, and it's anyway. Whatever. I'm outvoted already.
So what? I think we're not. I don't think it's done yet. Is that a no?
Oh, so no.
I think it's 2-2.
I count 3-2.
Is it 3-2?
I heard 3.
Yeah, we had JR, Jason, and Sean.
Sean.
I
So
vote.
is that it? All right.
I think this.
All right. So you're good. Austin, you're good.
Yes.
All right. The Perfect Storm is yours.
Lock it in.
Perfect Storm. All right, JR, you're up.
I'm going to go off the board again. This is the movie I've seen the most amount of times in my life, 142 times for the past 18 years. I'm going to go with the original Sam Raimi Spider-Man.
Big Sam Raimi fan.
Yes. I'm writing an article about him too.
All right, Jason, you're up.
Okay, I'm going to go, and I hope this is considered an action movie. I think it really is. I just noticed I don't think I have anything after the year 2000, but I'm going to stick with an older movie, Point Break.
Ooh, nice. Well, which one?
Oh,
I'm going to go with the original. I'm going to stick with the original.
All right, and Gabe, you're up.
I think it's a tragedy that I won't have any 80s action movies in my list. But I think I would be really in the wrong if I didn't have a spy movie or a Bond movie on my list, because that's quintessential action in so many ways. And I made a conscious choice not to pick any superhero movies or fantasy like Star Wars or Lord of the Rings. So I'm going with, I recently did a rewatch on my site of all the Bond movies. So that's on my site if you want to check that out. But I haven't done a ranking because I don't usually love rankings. But if I made one later, which I might, I think I would put this one at the top of the Bond movies. And it's GoldenEye.
Yeah, nice.
Because it's the first Bond movie. Well, not the first, but well, I guess in some ways the first movie that perfectly balanced. It had James Bond became more of a person and not just a guy that kills people and saves the world. You know, that there were some hints of that in the Timothy Dalton era and on Her Majesty's Secret Service, but it was GoldenEye that found the balance. You know, he has personal stakes in this movie. The villain is somebody he knows. And the female characters were, way more prominent and explored and developed, right? So I'm going GoldenEye.
GoldenEye.
Also, top 5 video game of all time.
Oh yeah,
100%. No odd job. No odd job. Let's go to Sean. Last pick of the draft.
So do I have 2 or 1? Because I have 1. I have.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind. I have 5. Okay, I have 1 pick. Damn. Okay, Enter the Dragon was taken. I got to give a shout out to Hero and Ip Man. Those are 2, bar none, excellent martial arts movies, but I'm afraid I'll get no votes for those. So I won't pick that. I have to go off the board. I'm sorry. Bad Boys was amazing. So give me the first one.
Bad Boys.
It's a Bad Boys love tonight.
Wait. Oh, fuck.
Bad Boys is off the board. What were you thinking of? Bad Boys for Life, or like what were you?
No, I wanted the original. I was just singing the song. I mean, for real.
All right. So that is the selection show. We are wrapping it up. Make sure you vote. Probably starting like early next week. We're going to throw all these teams into a single elimination bracket. You will vote for which 6 teams of the greatest action movies of all time wins. And make sure you subscribe to the Movies Matrix YouTube channel. Starting tomorrow night is night 2 of the draft, hosted by my man Bat Nipples. Lock it down, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, Movies Matrix YouTube channel. It's going to be a blast. Thank you, everybody here, for commenting, for voting, for everyone. Stay awesome, guys.